Association. As Shelley Koffler tells us, the article tries to debunk the various conspiracy theories on who killed President Kennedy.
The Kennedy assassination is one of the most studied homicide cases in American history. In 1964, the Warren Commission concluded that the president was shot twice from behind as his motorcade passed the Texas School Book Depository. This month's Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, concludes the same.
Both bullets struck from behind. No other bullets struck the president. A single assassin fired both bullets.
JAMA arrived at that conclusion after interviewing at least 7 doctors who worked on Kennedy. Recently, the movie JFK attempts to debunk the official theory, and Drs. George Crenshaw and Robert McClellan, who both tried to save the president's life at Parkland Hospital, have said the bullet to the neck could have been fired from in front.
The bullet came in from the front, blew out the top of the skull, and then exited.
Dr. Ron Jones also tried to save the wounded president and says he is willing to accept the JAMA report in the absence of new information. He suggests that information might be found by all the doctors involved sitting down face-to-face for the first time.
But we have never had the opportunity to get together with the people who performed the autopsy and actually compare notes.
While JAMA addresses the autopsy report, it does not tackle many of the other much-debated questions about what happened here on Dealey Plaza. It does not, for example, deal with the question of whether the Warren Commission was correct when it said one of the bullets that hit the president also struck and injured Texas Governor John Connally. While JAMA says it hopes to end some of the speculation over the assassination, the report may actually give researchers more to talk about. Shelley Koffler, Texas News 5.
The JAMA report calls for the opening of all of the JFK assassination records.
And both Kennedy conspiracy theorists and those who think that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone still want more information. Texas News 5's Barry Sims has our story.
You might think the JAMA report would have settled much of the dust surrounding the Kennedy assassination, but no, the debate goes on.
I feel that there was no conspiracy. It was strictly Lee Harvey Oswald.
I believe today there's probably still a strong force, for some reason, and I don't quite understand it, to not tell the American public the truth about the assassination of President Kennedy.
The JFK Assassination Center is one source for the latest information on conspiracy theories.
I just think it just continues the cover-up.
Researcher Robert Johnson questions the timing. He says JAMA's findings are out one day before the video release of Oliver Stone's movie, JFK.
If the autopsy would have been done here, I think a lot of the questions that we're asking now would not have to be asked.
Historian Conover Hunt says the autopsy was a weak spot in the original investigation.
In my professional historical opinion, you could do interviews until the cows come home with the doctors, but it will not lay the problems with the medical evidence to rest.
But there is something both sides agree on. They consider it just another piece in the puzzle of information, a puzzle some say is still incomplete nearly 29 years after Kennedy's death. Barry Sims, Texas News 5.
And Barry says that all of the people he talked to today want the Congress to open up all government files to help resolve this issue. And another piece of the JFK puzzle seems doomed tonight. Efforts to save the Texas Theater from foreclosure look like they're falling through tonight. The Friends of the Texas Theater have not raised the $40,000 needed to pay the Landmark's debt